Going to do something that I haven't done in a while, and I'm going to actually show you how what you can do during the wintertime. Or you can do this any time of year, but I'm going to actually show you what you can do so that you can start getting high paying jobs and getting those jobs that you don't believe you can get. And so, these are some things that we're going to hit on tonight. And also, I'm going to go through a lot here. I'm going to actually pull up, I'm going to do some share, if I can talk, I'm going to do some sharing of the screen so that you can actually see how you can start doing high paying jobs too. And, I'm going to show you things that you may not always believe and to see that. And I'm not only going to show you what you need to do, I'm going to teach you how you can do it also. And so these are some things I'm going to hit on tonight. It's going to be a little bit about websites. It's going to be a little bit about everything, to be honest. And so I kind of got spurred about this. Jason Hefner, he'd been posting a bunch. He just closed another $6,000 part of a job for doing some graveyard stuff and some gravesite stuff. And, I think it's going to end up being like $16,000. And he's telling me that he can't get all the work done. And so I'm like, man, that's awesome. But I know I'm going to hit the big but. When I remember I was in business and we're up here in the north, we wasn't real busy in the north. And so I know some of you do some Christmas lights like Mr. Dan, but I also know that not everybody does Christmas lights either. And so I'm going to give us some things that we can work on during the winter so that way when the spring comes, we can be ready. And even if you're thinking about starting a pressure washing business, this is something that you can do even in the wintertime, even if you are just starting up. And so this is some things that I'm going to hit on. I'm going to actually screen share, so it's going to actually be a thing here. So one thing that I have been doing is I have a couple videos out. I have 2 videos out, the last 2 videos. If you're watching this and it's before Christmas time of 2022, I would highly recommend you to go and check out some videos. I have a driveway cleaning and sealing, and that one's going to give away a $100 gift card. Watch it, see what you have to do to enter. And then I'm giving away a $250 gift card, and it's on my last Christmas light video on this channel. So make sure you go check that out so that way you can get entered. I want to give it to you. So if you want it, go enter it and you'll see what you have to do. But let's get started here. So we got Mr. George in the house. How's Mr. Big Time doing? We got Dan from Cleveland, Ohio, up in the Cleveland area. We got Hope Love. What machine is better, the AR-45 or 60? Pick one, go with it. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not a big I'm not a big gas pump guy in the first place. They have their places, but they have their issues too. And so I'm not like, oh, you got to have one or the other one, right? So what's up? How you all doing? We got Cameron Walker in the house. I know it's pressure washing, but Christmas lights have been wild this year, and I know it has. Actually, I was just talking, and the person I'm going to actually talk about on his stuff here tonight, he hasn't given me the okay, but I'm still going to talk about it, is Chris. And Chris has wrote me already. He just took my class this past week, and he said, so today, total sales on Christmas lights today, the bank $5,000, a $2,480 job, and another $2,500 jobs. Right now at $10,000, man, the Lord has blessed. And so it is awesome to see people closing high ticket, just starting out. And so it is pretty cool to see what people are doing and being, I'm excited for you guys. It's pretty awesome. We got Steve. Hello, everyone. I could use $50, another $225. I can show up to wash something. What's up from Forest, Virginia? Forest, Virginia. We got Billy in the house. How are you doing? Are you on live on YouTube also? Yes, I'm on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn. So I believe most places I can see your comments coming through here. Bates and Sons, what's up? We got Mr. Connor, first time in catching a live. What's up, Coach? What's up? I took your online class this summer, and we've gotten over $24,000 booked this year. That's amazing. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Hoping to finish out October as my first $10,000 month. That's awesome, because once you get one $10,000 month, then we work for the $15,000 month, and then we work for the $25,000 month, and then you're like Jason, and you're working on the third $30,000 month. Jason he is nothing special about Jason. Jason is an awesome guy, and he is from Florida, and he has changed his mindset in the last 3 years. And it's just him and his wife. He don't have no employees, and are doing $30,000 months part-time. I mean, it is kind of full-time, but he literally has a full-time firefighting job, which is 56 hours a week. So, he's putting in the 100-hour weeks, but he's doing $30,000 months. And I just talked to another guy, Dan, who took our class last year, Dan and his wife, Lindy, and they did, they just hit the $100,000 mark. They work 6 to 10 hours a week. Now, she does a lot of marketing and stuff, but all they clean is on Saturday and Sunday. They don't work no more than 6 hours a day when they work, and they just hit their $100,000 out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And he was off for 2 months or 6 weeks. He was off for July and a little bit of August because he fell and broke his arm. And so with that, they did $100,000 in Charlotte. Now, it didn't start out that way. He didn't start out doing premium pricing because they didn't know. They were doing a lot of work and was like, this is stupid, about quit. They started turning on the premium pricing. And guess what? They've done $100,000 in 10 months on just Saturday and Sunday. And they literally worked 4 to 5 hours a day. And then they also he broke his arm, so he didn't work July and August. And so it can be done, guys. It's about premium pricing. It's about making things happen. All right, so I'm going to start showing some stuff here. I'm going to show you, because it is getting wintertime for some of us, and if you are not doing Christmas lights, then you might need to not watch. If you are doing Christmas lights, you will need to watch this video in the middle of December and the 1st of January. But if you're not doing this, or if you're just getting started for this business here. Now, some of this I'm going to be talking about Chris, who was on the live last week, and it's going to be a little bit about his business. And I'm going to show you something. People say, oh, you know what? I'm going to do a website, and it's going to just be amazing. And this website is just going to give me all of this business. It's just going to grow my business like no other, because I got this amazing website. Or, I'm going to show you something that's another way that's going to grow your business. But I'm going to also tell you, I got my Google My Business suspended. So yes, I had a Google My Business for Pressure Wash Help today, and I got the email today. I have not touched it. I have not done anything. I did request I did get some 5-star reviews this past week. But other than that, I have done nothing, and I got the email saying, suspend it. And it can be devastating to your business. If you're working on your Google My Business local, it can be devastating. A lot of you know Bobby Walker. Bobby Walker's got shut down about the middle of August, and he just got it back last week. He was almost to 1,000 5-star reviews, and now he's down into like 700. And so it can be devastating of losing our Google My Business. And I literally have done nothing, and I have gotten mine suspended. And so, this is some things of why I say of how to do different things. And we don't want to put all our eggs in one basket. And I'm going to show you some ways of how not to put all our eggs in one basket. Now, this is going to be one of the lives that you might want to get your pencil out and start taking some notes, or you're going to want to watch this again, because I'm going to go in a little depth here of some things that you can do so that you can grow your business. And I'm going to give you some tools that you can use to make life a lot easier. And so, you know, I hope that if you have questions, definitely like this video, start asking some questions so I can get some engagement going on here, because YouTube hasn't been liking me. And obviously, Google hasn't been liking me because they just literally suspended my Google My Business as of today. I haven't done nothing to try to get it back up and running, but it is suspended. I got the email. It's not a pretty email. I mean, I was just like anybody else. I had almost 100 reviews of people reviewing me for my business, and I just got it suspended today. Now, I'm going to try to get it back up, but these are some things that are going to do it. I'm going to make $20,000 in equipment, and that will make the phone ring. And no, that will not make our phone ring. To spend $20,000 in equipment. All right, so let me see how this is going to work here. Scene. Whoop. All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about Rivertown Pro Wash. This is his website right here. It's not nothing pretty, and Chris has done right around. He's right now at about $430,000, $450,000 in pressure washing. With this website, you can see there's nothing special about this website. There's not one thing special about this website. In fact, I could tell you 20 things that's wrong with this website. First thing off, there's not a phone number to be found right here anywhere, right? There's not a phone number anywhere on the top of this website. In fact, is there even a phone number on this stupid website? Let's see. Is there a phone number? There is a phone number there. That is not clickable, so that's not a good thing, right? And we got a phone number down here that is not clickable. So we got two things wrong with this website that, you know, that is a big thing. So get in touch. What is get in touch? So this is a button that will click me to get in touch. But when I got a little let's chat button here that I can also do too. But there's no phone number nowhere here on this here. Now, this is on the computer side, which is only used about 30%, and 70% is on mobile. So hopefully the let's chat and that is on the get in touch will float up and down. But this guy has done over $400,000 already this year, and his goal is to do $700,000 by the end of the year. This is the one I said he just went out and sold it. So what we can do is we can look here, and I'll show you what he has done. So his Google My Business, he has 120 reviews, right? So he is getting business because of this right here. And he has his, he has several pictures, several pictures. Now, he don't have a lot of pictures of his employees, and that's what we want also, but he does have some. But, you know, we got a lot of before and afters, but we also want a lot of our employees, us doing the work. Those actually will get clicked better, and those will look better. And he's also doing some videos, which is good, and we can send those to our website, and that will help us out too. Right? He's not teaching how to do this stuff. He's putting paver sealing from the beginning to the end in Myrtle Beach. So he's explaining to his customers how to do this. He's explaining to his customers of what not to do, who not to hire, right? Always give more than they called for. So this one he's talking about giving a little bit more than he called for. But these are some things right here that this is going to drive business. Now, I know because he gave his financials out the other day when he did our class, and the number one thing that has gotten him the most money is referrals. Our referrals. His number two thing is yard signs, and the number three thing is Google Ads. Those are the three things that's gotten him the $400,000. He puts out 200 yard signs a month, consistently, prolifically, and relentless. 200 yard signs a month, every month he puts out. And that's his number two thing of getting business. And so, so let's see how well this website ranks right here. So we can go to Ubersuggest, and yes, you can go to Ubersuggest too. And we can type in Rivertown Pro Wash. And you will see he has one organic keyword, and he's been in business for a couple years now. This isn't just right out of the get-go. He's been in business for a couple years here. He has one organic keyword. He has 0 monthly traffic, and he has a domain of 3 with 12 backlinks. Not very good, right? That's, yeah, that's not very good. Now, I'll show you another one of Liberty Power Wash. He has 1,100 organic keywords, 518 monthly traffic, a domain of 12, and 190 backlinks. And so we can come down here and we can see what is the top ranked one, which is the homepage. He gets an estimate of 268 visits with 131 backlinks. Power Wash, he's number 1 for Liberty Power Wash. He's number 1 for Liberty Power Washing, number 1 for Liberty Pressure Washing. But then we drop down quite a bit on all of the other stuff here. So these are some things that he has dropped down on because of it. So how has this website doing better than the other website? Well, one thing is it has a lot more words. It has a good call to actions, right? We got a clickable phone number here. We got to get an estimate. We got power washing experts. We've got lots of content, lots of words, and we got lots of pictures that are probably geotagged, and they're also named, so they're named different things. Then they also has a blog, or he's got a, let's see, pressure washing services. So when we look up different things, you are going to see like house washing. It has lots of words about house washing, where we work at, what some pictures in the area, so that way people here know what they're doing. And so these are some things that we can do for us to do it. And then I also know that they do some blogging, so that helps us out. So some frequent asked questions. These are great things to do. And you can ask questions and you get lots of questions. And these are all things that we can do to get more stuff here. So if we go to projects, you can see all the different ones. Please click here to follow, right? And so I also know there's a blog on here somewhere, but I haven't found it yet. Oh, right here, blog. And so these are some things that we can blog about that help us get more information about rust and stuff like that. And it's got quite a bit of words here. It talks about gutter brightening. We talk about all kinds of stuff here. And this is how we can get our site to start ranking. So now the next thing you're going to say, Jason, I don't have a clue how to write. I suck at writing. Who in here sucks at writing or don't know how to write? Can put me some comments on there that you don't know how to write, because I am going to give you some ways that are going to help you overcome your scaredness of writing. But I'm not going to do it unless I'm getting some thumbs up and I'm getting some people saying, I don't know how to write. And if I don't get any, I guess all 40 people in here are just amazing, and you don't need to know how to write, or it just comes freely, and you suck at business because you haven't been using your writing skills, and that's what's going to hurt you in the end. And again, this is not nothing about anything about how we can do this. This is not that you have to do this. I hate writing failed English twice. I'm with you, bro. I'm crap at writing. I suck at writing. This was one of the things that held me back when I was growing my business, because if my wife didn't write it, it didn't get done. And I knew it needed to be done, but it was one of those things that I just sucked at writing, and it was hard for me to write. It's hard, I can't hardly read, let alone write. And there's just some things that, these are some things that I knew I needed to overcome. And so with that, I'm going to show you a tool that you can use that will help you write. And I'm going to actually give you some things of how to write with them. And it is pretty awesome of what we're doing. So this tool is called Jasper. You can go to pressurewashhelp.com/Jasper. You'll get 10,000 free words, and they've just updated it. And so what I can do is I can do a couple different things. This here, I can literally write blogs, I can write emails, I can do everything. I use this tool every day. You can see I have all of this here. So like today, I put in how to get more pressure washing customers, and I generate it, and then this was one of the things that I used for that. So some other things we can do is AD8 AI. And so I can type in here, King of Pressure Wash, and I can type in here, house washing in the greater Cincinnati area. So I can type that. I can backspace this here. Back house washing in the greater Cincinnati. I can put Tony Robbins, so it'll sound like Tony Robbins. And I can generate 3, 4, a whole bunch here. I've got a big, so dirty windows giving your house an unwelcoming pleasant. Let King of Pressure Wash your windows and make them sparkle again. Not only will your home look great, but also improve the increase in value. We can use this, blah, 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 blah. Well, you know what? I didn't want house, I want a house washing, right? Do you have a dirty house? You're not alone. A recent study found that average home of 40 pounds of dust, we can help. We understand. So we can do different things here for this here. So this is just one way that we can generate different things of this here, of house washing, of anything. So these are some ways that we can do this. I've just generated a whole bunch more here. This one here, that was talking about the windows again. I don't want windows. That one's kind of sucked. So I'm going to go pressure washing and generate. Dirty exterior, no problem. Our pressure washing service are perfect for removing dirt, grime, stains, and a variety of surfaces. We use high pressure water jets to blast away the buildup on there. We can change this a little bit, right? We use soft wash, something along those lines. And so this is just one thing. Another thing we can do here is one thing that I use on social media a lot, and I know a lot of you've seen them, is I use good old, and one of my favorites is talking about money, not funny, money, and it will ask questions, and I can put it in the tone of voice of professional Tony Robbins. I'll do Gary Vee. They just updated this because this is on my head. We can generate, and now it's going to give me different questions that I can ask on any social media stuff that will get hundreds of comments that will drive people with me and do that. So, how much money do you think is necessary to be happy? That's a great question. You talk about getting people to answer questions and do stuff. Well, guess what? You can do the same thing. You could maybe do restaurants. Right? So restaurants around your area. If you could only eat at one restaurant for the rest of your life, what would it be? That's a great question, because now you're going to get local stuff and you're going to get stuff of that kind of stuff. If you were to open your own restaurant, what would you like? Or what is your favorite restaurant and why? We're going to ask local things so that way people will answer them. And now we're going to build engagement on our Facebook and on our different things. And now people can do this. So this is right here, this is for engaging questions. And then if you want to answer one of your questions, you can answer the question that you put. So for instance, if I go back, I think it'll go back. Let's see, go back, generate here. So restaurants. So watch this. If you could only eat in one restaurant the rest of your life, what would it be? So I'm going to copy that. Or what's your favorite restaurant in town? Let's just do this one here, because I don't know if I can do that many words. Copy. And now I'm going to go over here to template, and I'm going to go to questions, core answers. I'm going to put paste, and I'm going to bump this up to 10 just so I can have lots. And now let's see what it says. My favorite restaurant in town is a little hole-in-the-wall sushi place. This fish is always fresh and the prices are unbeatable. I love to go eat lunch there on Fridays when you have a special bento box with whatever, 3 different kinds of sushi and green tea. It's perfect the way to start the weekend. I'm a big fan of, just different things, right? And this is way I can do this so that way it can do it. And cost it's different prices for different things. And it's just a matter of whichever one. So I use it for here. There's another cool one here that just came up here. There's all kinds, like if you need a product name, business name, you can create stories. You can use it for Facebook ads. You can use it for Facebook. You can use it for Google, Google My Business Post. So tell us about your offer. pressure washing houses. And you don't even have to get we don't have to get crazy. We can tell it what it needs to do. And it's going to give us details and offers about this here. So it's going to tell us about it. I could have put King of Pressure Washing in here, and I didn't even put that in there. And it will just sit there and it will generate us how to do it. And what they did is they actually took everything. They took everything in the internet all the way up to 2019. They took 10% of it, put it in AI, and then from there it's learning and it's getting better and better and better. King of Pressure Wash. I don't know why it didn't do that one, but let's try it again. Generate. But this is some things that we can do. This is an offer post. This is one here. So 25% off house washing. King of Pressure Wash is a full service house cleaning company. We offer exterior and interior house washing. I don't know about interior. Move in, move out. But so we might not want that one, but we can grow down. And the more details we put in here, the better off it will give out. So those are some things to think about when we're doing it here. We can do all kinds of things. One is where's my other favorite ones at? There's a bunch. They've added a bunch more. Review responders. So if you get a review, you can copy that review in here, put the information, and it will give you a nice thing of what the review is. And so it's a good way that we can put the review and paste it in there, and it will respond back with a nice paragraph long stuff. So that way it looks like you're smart and you're amazing, and that you was able to do that with that. There was one with a whole blog. I don't know if they moved it or you could actually write a whole blog with it. They've actually might have taken it away. Paragraph generator. Where's the blog one at? There, like you could literally write a whole blog from this, just from this here. Blog topic. Did they take it down? I don't see the blog. But you can also use these. They have some recipes here, and so like you can write cold emails, the blog post. So I can open this recipe up here, and it tells me what I need to do. So write a brief topic of this here, and I literally copy this on there, and Jasper will literally write me a whole blog about this here. Yeah, I could have used this in college also, 100%. People using it in everywhere, you know what I mean? For sure. But these are some things that you can write, and that you can get more recipes from the community. So like a Facebook ad, the Ideal Factory, cold email. I did for show notes, a 10-minute how to write a blog, and basically it will sit there and run all of this here. So basically like a 10-minute blog post, I can hit run. It's going to take me to boss mode, and with boss mode, I can literally just start doing it here. So I just start filling this out here. Keyword phrase. So I would type in pressure washing, reader's result, how to know more about pressure washing, write an outline for the key phrase, and I can put a key phrase here and tell Jasper to write it, and then it's going to write it for me. So it is something that I use a lot. I still use it every day. I use this tool every day because I am not that smart, and I am smart. I just figure out how to make things work a lot easier than making things work a lot harder, right? We want to work smarter, not harder. So these are some things that we can do to work smarter, not harder. So social media here's some of the social media ones. So just some things that you can do. So we can literally write whole blog posts with this for our website that will help us do our website. And I have written whole blog posts out of using Jasper myself already. So now you might say, how does this retain to me, or how does this work? This is how we get our website to rank. These are some ways to get our website to rank. You know, we're not going to get our website to rank if we're just looking at it and saying, I want my website to rank. So there's a couple ways to get websites to rank. You can pay a couple $100 in SEO a month, and you're going to get screwed. Jasper is legit. It is. It is awesome. It literally is awesome. Hold on, man. Just ran out of ink. Keep up the work and motivation. So you might say, how does this work? And so, there's two ways to get our website to rank. One is we can pay. Actually, when our class was there and the guy was there and he's like, man, I paid 10 grand for someone to do my website and to do the SEO, and I have nothing. And so this is something, what's this here? Greatest tool I'll use other than Jobber, yes. And so, these are he's like, I spent 10 grand and I have literally nothing. I don't have nothing. I have a crappy website and it doesn't rank and it doesn't get the phone to ring. And this is how I learned how to do marketing. When I first started, I paid the $4,000. Actually, it was almost 5 grand for a website and SEO, and it was supposed to blow my phone up. Everybody in the pressure washing groups were talking about, you've got to use this person. It is amazing. It will blow your phone up. It will blow your phone up, man. Your phone will just blow up. But it didn't blow up. It was silent. It was like crickets. Cricket, cricket. And it wasn't a good feeling. But they told me that this was going to work and this is going to be amazing and your phone is going to blow up. And so what I say about that is the reason why I'm giving you a lot of information tonight is so that way you can go find out. You know what? You can use this tool, Ubersuggest, and you can put anybody's website in there. And what I would tell you to do is, if someone's telling you to use that, to use a certain one, go look up the website. Go look and see. And you know what? I know there's people out there that sell websites. And you know what? Some of them do amazing work. But some of them sell amazing snake oil. And that's the thing that I'm trying to help you all understand, of not to fall into snake oil. There's plenty of snake oil out there. There is tons of snake oil. And I see it in the comments, and I'm not even going to put it up here in the front, but I've seen lots of snake oil. What they don't tell you, and there's a guru on here, if you, whatever you want to call him, that I know a lot of you watch, and he's amazing and whatever you want to think, but go look at his website, put it into Ubersuggest, and see what it brings up. And when you see that what makes his website rank the most is it's about 1 or 2 pages. There's about 3 pages that make his website rank amazing, because they've done blog posts of 20,000 words. 20,000 words, and it's an amazing blog post. It is amazing. All 3 of them are an amazing blog post. I would be lying if I said they're not. One's about house washing, one's about roof cleaning, and one's about whether you should soft wash or pressure wash. Amazing blog post. Go look it up on Ubersuggest if you don't believe me, and you will see those 3 amazing blog posts. And guess what? When you have 3 amazing blog posts, your website will be amazing. It will be amazing. I promise you. But if they're not doing 20,000 word blogs for you, your website is going to suck. So those are some things just to remember when we're dealing with this stuff. And here's the other thing. You can use Ubersuggest and go do a bunch of links that wherever those links go, follow those links. You can get the same links a lot of times for that, So those are some things to think about when we're dealing with websites. Do I do I give a template website away with my membership now? Yeah, I do. Is it going to rank? Probably not, but you'll have a website. And so that is something that you got to think about, where do you get Ubersuggest? It's literally free. You go to Ubersuggest, just type in Ubersuggest, Neil Patel. You might have to fill out some information, give your email, but it's free. That whole thing that I just showed is all free. You don't have to do nothing. You can put anybody's website in it, and it will tell you who it is and what it is. Is it possible to expand to add project pages to Google Business Profile website? I don't know if it is or not. That is why I cannot wait or hope they will, because nobody really knows them or they. but if they do, they will get done. Yeah. I don't want to drop them, but I know what I need to do with it. Because here's the thing. I showed you a couple websites that hasn't had no traffic, right? I mean, Chris's website, I love you to death. That website's not going to get you crap, but he's doing $400,000, and that's what I want to point out. A website is not going to bring you in business. If you get it ranking and organically ranking, great, awesome. Get it local. Go for your local side of things. Your local side of things is huge. This is why I teach more than just a website. Go get this website. Hey, and you know what? I'll give you a website. That's one reason why I started doing it with my membership. If you want a website, I can give you a template website, and you have a website, and now you're a business, right? But you're not going to get no jobs. I'm sorry. It's not going to make your phone ring, start ringing, unless you're in a crappy area. And we get it start ranking pretty quickly. And so, these are some things that we have to think about when we're dealing with this here. It is something that I know that everybody thinks it is, but I'm going to tell you something. When I looked at the way he started getting business, and number one was referrals. Number two was yard signs. He puts out 200 yard signs every month. 200 yard signs every month. And guess what? That's what happens. That he's grown his business from that. Never depend on one means of making your phone ring. And this is so true. I mean, this right here is definitely something that he had a whole sheet full of ways that were made to grow his business, to get from $200,000 to $450,000. What up? This is Mr. Jordan from South Africa, catching up on your previous episode. Man, Jason, why are your lives on during the NFL games? I got the game on mute and listening to you. Thank you, little pressure washing. That's about what I put out. Yard signs work. 35 Christmas signs, booked 24,000 this year. It's amazing, dude. Just keep pushing, keep doing it. That's the thing that I want to point out, right? It is about not putting all our eggs in one basket. Because if we put all our eggs in one basket and that whole basket gets a hole in it, it's just like if I would have put all my eggs in my Google My Business and that stupid thing got suspended. And I don't know if you know what a suspended Google My Business looks like. It's not a good looking email. I'll just promise you that. It's a crappy email when you get the email. And I will show you what a suspended Google My Business looks like. Let me see here if I can find it. I think it was, oh no, it's from account here. Hold on. Let me go find it here. And I will show you, and it made my stomach drop a little bit. It was like, oh, wow, that sucks. Donkey Doodle. And so I'll show you what Donkey Doodle sucks looks like. Your business profile has been suspended. Pressure Wash Help, your business profile on Google has been suspended because it was flagged for suspicious activity. I literally haven't touched this one. I haven't even been in there in months. Please review the guidelines of Google. If you are with your complaint, submit a review, and our team will review the request as quickly as possible. In the event of repeat violations, your account may be shut down. Shut down. Not a good email. That was literally 11 hours ago. This isn't Jason making this up. This was 11 hours ago in my email account. So if I would have put all my eggs in one basket, guess what? I would have been, if I had 100, 200 reviews and that's what I had it in, and I was getting a ton of phone calls off of it, and I don't do that, that's why I don't put all my in a basket there. The NFL doesn't tell you how to make $100,000 plus a year by yourself part-time. Actually, Jason's going to do $250,000 a year. Jason, how do you like my new logo? I think it's pretty cool. I like it. crazy. It is crazy. I would have never thought my thing would have suspended. If you all got any questions, you all can ask any questions at all, whether it's about marketing or it's about anything. Tonight was actually me and my wife's 15th wedding anniversary today. We've been married for 15 years. She's put up with me for 15 years. I know that is pretty crazy. And so we did do some celebration today, and it is definitely something that is an awesome thing that we've been able to do. Thank you. So, what other questions we have here? I am going to be doing some Christmas lights tomorrow. We're going to go put up some Christmas lights, me and DJ are. My light business has been suspended for about a month. And so I know, like I said earlier, Bobby Walker's was suspended in the middle of August, and it took all the way till last week to get it unsuspended. Almost 2.5 months gone. I would say Bobby Walker probably lost tens of thousands of dollars, probably $50,000 by that being shut down. And so it is what it is, right? But he don't have just one way of marketing. He does have 2 or 3 different ways of marketing. And this is why it's important we have 2 or 3 different ways of marketing. It isn't just about doing one thing. It's about doing multiple things, so then that way you don't get shut down. Now, I want to hit on one thing else. If you haven't joined the, is it not suspended anymore? It's not suspended no more. Okay. Another thing is I talk about another way can restore your suspended there. Let me write that down. SteadyDemand.com. 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 I will check that out. Thank you for that. I would forget where I was going at. I was going somewhere. I'm going to be putting up Christmas lights at the church tomorrow and a couple other places with DJ. So I'm excited about that. What other questions we got, guys? You ain't got no questions tonight? I want to answer your questions. I like your questions. But what's we're right in that time right now, unless you're in the South. We're right in that time where we're kind of waiting on Christmas lights, and we're kind of waiting on cleaning to be over. You can have a live at the same time as the Super Bowl. I will still be watching you because they play the game of football. I play the game of life, and I want to help with your win. Yeah, Jason, tips on a 40-foot ladder when putting lights up. Ladders, racks, recommended. Well, it depends what kind of truck you have. You know, if you're in a truck, you can get the ladder racks that go up on the side of the bed, which I would recommend a full ladder rack. Another thing is use 2 people when we're putting up, one to foot it, one to walk it up hand over hand, and also to take it down so you don't put it in through somebody's window, and you don't break your back. So them are some things that I would give you tips on what to do with your 40-foot ladder. 40-foot ladders suck. They weigh way too much. They're heavy. Don't hurt your back. There's no use hurting your back. There's why I always say to use 2 people whenever we're setting up a 40-foot ladder. They're heavy. You get them up, the wind takes them one way or the other, and you can lose them. And they will go through windows. They'll go right through it. It's not a pretty sight. I think I started with a really tough light job. Well, we live and learn, right? I got a hotel and to quote in the morning basically said, charge whatever, it needs to be done. We like those jobs. They weigh as much, they probably weigh more than you, Nathan. That's not even joking. Congratulations, 15. What is the secret? Earplugs. Ha ha ha. Nope, just say you're right. I'm sorry. That's the best thing you can say to a woman. And most of the time it's true. And that's the best thing. That's all I got to say about that. I went to see a drone in action yesterday washing a building. How was that? I've never seen one. Is it pretty cool? Um, I think they, I think they have their time and place, for sure. I just know they're expensive, and you better have a lot of work and ready to be, for that. Is my only thought behind it. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. What was I? I was gonna say something. You hinted at another way to get jobs on Christmas lights. You're gonna spill the beans. I did hint another way, didn't I? I was just seeing if anybody's paying attention. I can't even freaking talk anymore. I did. I did. I want to find out more about it before I I put more information on that. I think it will work. It is kind of a little bit more. It is a little expensive, but I can literally target like high end houses. Like I could target. It's pretty crazy. Like I can literally target high end neighborhoods, and I can literally get their VPNs and their IP addresses and target that specific to those people with any ad network that they might be on. And so it's pretty crazy. I don't know how well it would work. It would probably work with pressure washing too, but it is a little bit more expensive. I can target down. I could target. I can do a lot of things with this. Like I could target if, like, I could put a thing at Mercedes Benz, right? So anybody that's going in a Mercedes Benz, I could get a hold of their IP address from their phone, and now I can sit there and blast them with marketing stuff. So I'm working on it on my side still. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Um, but that's just, I'll just leave it at that right there. Let me just put it this way. When it comes out, it'll probably come out in my membership and not out here for a little bit. Um, but that's what I'm going to say. I know that's what I was going to say. If you haven't joined the membership, this Monday, on Marketing Monday, I am going to have a guy that has done very well off of LinkedIn, and not just the free version, but how to go in depth in this. He works for the company. I've been working with him a little bit. I was on his podcast the other day. He works for the company. I can't think of the name. Starts with a D, and they sell pressure washing parts. And they're kind of like a distributor almost. And what's the name of it? I can't think of the name. But they've hired him a while ago, but he came from the LinkedIn side of things. And so he's going to be on Marketing Monday, this Monday night at 9 o'clock, giving out how to use LinkedIn to get business. So he's going to go in depth. We actually had a pretty long conversation the other day after it, and it was a lot of fun talking about LinkedIn and a bunch of different ways to do marketing. I honestly believe that marketing is going to change in the next couple of years. I posted the other day how reviews is probably going to be going away before long, because that's a way we can manipulate the system. And if there's any way we can manipulate the system, Google is going to get rid of it. And so I do believe that Google will get rid of reviews, won't be as heavy and weighted as it used to. It's not as heavy as, even like right now, proximity is actually heavier than reviews. And I believe that in the next couple years, it's going to get even way further and further. I also believe with Web 3.0, it's going to change the way people buy, and I think it's going to change a lot in the upcoming years. And so those are some things that I believe that's going to change. I also was talking about with him about how how Google and Apple aren't playing well together. They're kind of fighting, and so they're taking their own data. And so where people are not allowing their data to be used as much is going to be some more things that's going to be interesting with marketing. And so, you know, honestly, signs, right? That's people are going to see it, but I think the digital side of marketing is going to change. And the thing that I read is like video is huge. And this is why I did the 30-day challenge. And if you want to join the 30-day challenge, you can find it on my Facebook. If somebody comments down on below, they want it, I will put the link down there. But if you don't comment, I'm not going to put the link down there. But I do believe that video is going to be huge in the upcoming months. And I know it's scary, but the best way to overcome that fear is just do it. Jump in the 30-day challenge. We've got people that have never done a video in their life, and they're actually having fun with it. They actually enjoy it. So, you know, these are some things that I'm going to help you. It doesn't cost you a thing to join that group. I want you to start learning how to do video, because I do believe in the future video is going to be huge. It's way more than even than pictures, right? And so these are some things that I would just kind of giving you some my honest opinions as of right now. For me, just getting started, I'm going to do yard signs and door hangers. What should be my first go-to digital marketing, like Facebook, or should I do EDDM? What do you think will give me the best ROI? Well, EDDM, if you're not going to do 3 or 4 every 4 to 6 weeks, that's a waste of money. Yard signs is going to be your best ROI at the end of it. That will be by far. Facebook, if you only have you and your mom and a couple friends, Facebook isn't going to work right out of the get-go. You got to have a lot of friends, that kind of stuff. You know, I was a big fan of getting your Google My Business very first thing, but it can get suspended. It can be stupid sometimes. What's the best lights and clips? Go to christmaslights.io, go to buy lights and do the starter package. That's going to be where your best spots are. They come with the enclosed clips, they come with the lights, the whole 9 yards. Can you use the same way with pressure washing? Can you use the same way with pressure washing? Yes, you can. I'm assuming whatever you're thinking there. Where's your mentorship program? I saw a video for it, but I never was able to make contact. I kind of closed it. I know I had a couple people join up. If I do another group, I'm probably going to have the 2 groups separate. Right now, this group's at 10, and it's quite a bit when I try to do meetings every Thursday. So I don't want it to get too long. So what I may do is do 2 different days and 2 different times, and then split it up. So if you want to do like in the morning or evening, and then that way make it easier for everybody. Yeah, phones don't track us. Yeah, phone knows everything. Jason, are you coming to Panhandle training in January for contractors? I think you'd be a valuable there, buddy. 400 people signed up. You should come. Originally, they said I was going to be a speaker there, and I told them yes, but I never heard anything from that. So I'm not too worried about it if I do it or not. But originally, they said I would. They asked me to be a speaker, and I've never heard any more about it. So I don't know. TikTok is the new way. One of them, absolutely. Funny the things they decide to get rid of. Well, anytime anything can be manipulated, they're going to get rid of it. All companies golf to TikTok. It's crazy. Going to TikTok is crazy. They are already restricting reviews. Many aren't showing up for me, and lots of people. Yep. I told my kid's mother I will marry her when we are together for at least 20 years. Don't do it at that point. You'll probably get divorced right after. I've seen that also. Yeah. I'm going to start putting 50 money trees out a week. What lights and clips to use? I already answered that one. Artie. Hi, everybody. Get your business license. And then do marketing. I did the opposite. I do have to pay $1,500 to the county. I should have about 30, but there are only 4 showing up. I've had a really bad year too. Well, that sucks. Will Facebook paid ads work if I only have my mom and grandma as friends? Yes, but I don't really have much luck with Facebook ads with pressure washing. I just don't know why. They don't work as good with pressure washing. Um, so that's what it is, for sure. But other than that, I hope you all have a great night. Go check out King of Pressure Wash if you want to learn, if you want a website, if you want any of that kind of stuff. But other than that, you got to be consistent, you got to be relentless, and you got to be prolific. You got to do the hard things. You got to go do those 5 rounds when we don't want to. We got to go put out those yard signs when we don't want to. And so, with that, I hope you all have a great night, and we'll talk at you all later.